Hi everyone, it's Lauren from the Pet Lady. I just wanted to jump on Facebook Live for the first time the day before Thanksgiving and talk to you a little bit about the foods you can and cannot share with your pet tomorrow, Thanksgiving. So, definitely with it being 2020, kind of a different year, whether you're celebrating with just the people in your household or with family, your pets can be a great addition to the Thanksgiving table, especially as a guest. So, let's talk about a few things that you can share with your pet. And we'll start off with the main dish, turkey. Turkey is a wonderful thing that you can feed both your cats and your dogs. You definitely want to make sure you're sticking to that white meat turkey. It should be skinless and boneless. Turkey skin, turkey fat, turkey bones, especially cooked bones, are not great for your pet. Just because they are brittle, they can cause obstruction, so we want to steer clear of that. But turkey is a go. So let's move on to side dishes. We'll start with our fruits. So cranberries are another big thing for Thanksgiving. Cranberries are great for pets, but you really want to stick to, just the berry. You want to stay away from the cranberry sauces. Too much sugar, too much additives. It's just too much for our pets. But cranberries themselves are a go. Apples are another one. But again, whether they're raw or cooked, you want to make sure that they are plain. You want to make sure that there are no seeds in the apples you're giving your pets, and you want to stay away from the core and stem. So fruit is a go. So vegetables. Let's talk carrots, corn, and green beans. Yes, yes, yes. My dog Sassy loves green beans with her food. So whether they're cooked or raw, they're a great thing for your pet. But you want to make sure you want to steer clear of like the green bean casserole. You don't want your pets to have any of that stuff. So you want to be cautious of the seasonings that you have on any of your vegetables as well. Pets do not need their food seasoned like we might like ours. But carrots is a yes. Again, raw or cooked could be great for your pet. Steer clear of the seasonings. Corn, another yes. Again, that should be cooked. You do absolutely want to steer clear of the cob. Do not give your dog a cob from corn. That is not something they should have. So we'll move on to our starches. Sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, and pumpkin. My dog loves pumpkin on her food. Pumpkin puree, as long as it's 100% pumpkin, is a great thing for your pet. Same thing with mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes. Again, you want to steer clear of salt and pepper and garlic and onions. So the plainer, they're better for your pet. But with potatoes, whether they're sweet potatoes or regular mashed potatoes, make sure your potatoes are cooked. Nobody wants to bite into a raw potato. Rice and quinoa. So if you have a dog or if you have a dog that's ever had an upset tummy, you may have heard white rice and boiled chicken is the way to go. And I completely agree. So a little bit of white rice or some quinoa, again, plain, just cooked, can be cooked and chilled, can be a great little treat for your pet. You definitely want to stay away from the brown rices, wild rices. Those tend to have a little bit more fiber in them. For a dog that has an upset tummy, adding more fiber isn't the best idea. But for a dog who maybe isn't experiencing any tummy problems, you don't want to add anything into it that might cause your pet to be uncomfortable. So we'll go on to just a couple things that you should really steer clear of and keep an eye on while you're celebrating Thanksgiving. A lot of us, definitely in 2020, have started baking bread, and it can be a great accompaniment to your Thanksgiving dinner, but raw bread dough is a big no-no for pets. The yeast in there can cause electrolyte imbalances or bloat that can be life-threatening to your pet, so you want to steer clear of that. I think I mentioned this a little bit already, but onions and garlic, scallions, you want to stay away from that. That can cause kidney damage and anemia in some pets. So keep that for yourself and just, again, plain for your pets. Another one, some people add raisins to their stuffing, or they might have bread pudding. So, you want to stay away from raisins and grapes. Although it's thought that the harmful part may be the skin of those items, I wouldn't recommend peeling a grape. That can't be any kind of fun. But also, I would recommend just staying away from that kind of stuff, because we're not 100% sure if it truly is just in the skin of those items. So I wouldn't bother peeling a grape and giving it to your dog. Plus, with certain breeds, sides of dogs, that those can become a choking hazard, and you want to be wary of that. So we did talk about how turkey can be a good thing for your pet to share with you on Thanksgiving. So a lot of people also have ham. A lot of store-bought hams tend to have a really high salt content, so that might not be the best thing for our pets. And then I just want to reiterate on the bones. No ham bones, no turkey bones. Some of that stuff, not only can it be a choking hazard, but if too brittle, it can break apart, cause an obstruction, and we just want to steer clear of that, especially when you're celebrating a holiday. You want to be as happy as your pet is, so steer clear of causing any issues with them. Chocolate, hard candies, sugar-free candy, sugar-free anything. You want to keep that away from your pet. A lot of people know that chocolate is toxic to pets, so we want to keep that out of reach from our dogs and our cats. Candy as well. The sugar content in candy is not good for your dog, but no opposable thumbs. So they probably aren't going to unwrap the candy before they ingest it. And those wrappers can cause blockages, so we want to keep that out of the way. And then sugar-free anything. Sugar-free creamers, sugar-free cooking items, baking items, gum. We want to keep all of those items away from our pets. Xylitol is an artificial sweetener that's in most sugar-free items, and it is extremely toxic to pets and very life-threatening. So even a little bit can do so much damage. So you just want to steer clear of all of those items. And side note, double check your peanut butter for xylitol. Some house brands do add it in there. And if your dog is like my dog, she loves peanut butter. So lastly, alcohol. We want to keep all alcoholic beverages away from our pets. A little bit of alcohol for them can send their blood alcohol content skyrocketing, which can do a lot of damage. Their digestive tract, their liver, they don't process alcohol the same way that ours do, and so it can cause a lot of harm. And so let's steer clear of that. Watch your cocktails. The cocktails should be for you, not your pets. However, some boutique pet stores, and I know you can find it online, have both dog and kitty wines, beers, faux cocktails that you can buy for your pet that, they might have some interesting flavors, but they are completely pet safe. So if you want to celebrate with a glass of bubbly with your pet, I suggest finding the dog bubbly or the cat bubbly, which is out there, and you should be able to find that just by doing a quick Google search. So no matter how you're spending Thanksgiving this year, we hope that you have a very safe and fun time with your family and your pet. So from all of us at the Pet Lady Limited to you, happy Thanksgiving.